Welcome back, YouTube. Zero HP here again. We got Kevin, it's me, Ian, and Alyssa here's joining us. We're going to do a little, kind of like a recap of last season. Obviously, we're a little ways before April and the next season coming out here, but we just wanted to do a review. We were thinking about it, we've been watching it, so we just kind of wanted to talk about it. So we're kind of review what we've seen, because we can kind of start from the beginning and move our way up. Are there any kind of impressions you were thinking of in the first season? Or
yeah,
season?
there was a lot of stuff went down. Let's say that. A lot of stuff went down. We had, first of all, Joffrey dying. Joffrey finally deservingly dies. At the beginning, this is going to be a spoiler, so, you know,
there's
going to be a lot of spoilers.
I didn't say anything, sorry.
Yeah, so, Joffrey dies, and at first we didn't know who killed him, so that was kind of a cool suspense to it, and I found that I didn't really care who killed him, to be quite honest.
She was calling it. She was calling Peter the whole time.
Yeah, I felt from the very beginning it was probably Baelish, but at the same time, I still suspected Marjorie and the Tyrell.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I thought it was the older Tyrell lady. Well, I don't even Maggie or something. No, not Maggie.
Marjorie's mother.
Marjorie's mother,
like head of the household.
Yeah, right.
Well, and we did find out that she was aware that was happening.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
she didn't have play an exact part.
Right.
But she was in on it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in that episode in particular, leading up to it, God, did he deserve it? God, did he deserve it? Like, everything that he did in his name day.
The more you watched it,
the
more you hated him.
Yeah, it was so, I mean, that was just such a gratifying moment. After the whole thing about the Red Wedding, this was such
They owed us something as the viewers.
They deserved it.
We got to keep watching, and that was...
But what about that just wonderful awkwardness of Cersei just being so broken up over his death? And just being at his death altar, basically. And then Jaime's just like, honor. That haunts my dreams.
He's all like, we just
with
lost a son, but let's make another one.
Like
since we're here,
incest wasn't bad enough
to
begin with. Then they have incest on top of the altar of the dead kid.
Now that you mention that as well, she was so mad that her son died that she blamed her own brother.
She blamed Tyrion for everything.
Yeah.
She blamed Tyrion for everything, but he was prosecuted to the point where he was going to get executed. Like,
and then Q.
And then Q are kind of,
favorite,
I think, kind of generally speaking, everyone's new kind of favorite character.
Which is bullshit.
I love
Oberyn.
He
the
was
Red
my
Viper.
favorite. He was my favorite.
So Oberyn comes in. He's from the south. From
Dorne.
Martell?
Dorne.
House Martell.
House Martell from Dorne.
Really cool character.
Yeah.
Unbowed, unbent, unbroken.
Nice. Yeah, great character.
Yeah.
Just got, of course, they just made us just love him to death throughout all the episodes.
Damn you, George R. R. Martin.
He decides to be Tyrion's, champion in the fight to decide if Tyrion's guilty or not.
Right. And events leading up to that event, we also had Sansa's side story. Yeah. That was creepy, beyond creepy. What is Baelish, like 40-something?
Well, I'd rather her be with Baelish than Robin.
I don't know about that. Rob, okay. Yeah, but Rob, at least she can tell Robin what to do. Whereas Baelish is all like, "Hey, I'm 40 years old. I'm gonna grope on you."
Yeah.
At least it's an attractive 40 years old from a girl's perspective.
Lysa was crazy, and they killed her. And
they
got away with it.
Off. Yeah, Lysa was crazy. Robin is still around.
I think he's gonna come back later.
I think he will too, because technically he is Lord of the Vale. Peter's only standing in. Yeah, Peter's only standing in until he becomes
he'll mold him the way he wants it.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see going forward in the next few seasons.
Absolutely. And then we also had Arya's side story with her and the Hound. I think, in my opinion, the best dialogue in the entire series so far. The Hound and Arya. I'll have 2 chickens. Oh my God!
Those two, great dynamic.
Great dynamic. I mean, dead men don't need silver.
Well, I thought one of the really cool parts too with the whole Hound Arya side story was the intersection of the Hound and Brienne of Tarth. Because that just made me love Brienne that much more.
Oh my God!
Because she got her ass.
She laid a whooping on him.
And then
they laid a whooping on each other.
Yeah.
She just destroyed him, and it made me really satisfied.
Yeah, that was a weird fight because they make you like both sides in a way.
I couldn't know who to root for.
Every time that each one would hit the other, I would feel bad.
No,
wait, I don't want either of you to die. So that was interesting, but yeah.
But you can't. I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about Game of Thrones is there's always that gray area because as much as you came to like the Hound with with the interactions with Arya, you still can't forget all the horrible, fucked up shit.
He's a piece of shit. Yeah, I mean that's for sure. That's for sure.
No, and even the stuff that he did with her around,
like
beat up that farmer guy.
Yeah, take all his money.
They take all his money. The dude housed him, fed him, and everything. And then so it was pretty terrible. And then we also have I think the most interesting part was the wildlings and the White Walkers. They fight in the north.
White Walkers, I guess.
Yeah, well, they're still coming.
We're still on our way.
There's the Darth Maul. You saw the Darth Maul.
Yeah, what are you doing, Darth Maul? Go home, you're drunk.
Throws the Darth Maul. But Stannis comes riding in, saves the day from the keep.
That was so amazing.
That blew us away.
I did not expect him to be, proposed to the Iron Bank of Bravos to fund his army of mercenaries or whatever, and then they just came and wiped out the wildlings, and then now they're left. The season ends with him in the north, debating on whether he should believe the wildlings that the White Walkers are coming, or he should just execute them all.
Move south.
Move south. Yeah, exactly.
Come to get his kingdom.
So
and then of course we have Dany's story too. She had an issue with her super dragon. She had to put her other dragons in a dungeon. And it made us feel bad for that. And she got rid of Jorah because she found out he was spying for the kingdom in the first season. A lot of craziness. She's militarily, she's taking over all these places, freeing all the slaves. But she's also killing all the masters.
She's also having problems ruling those cities because she's left the slaves in command. Now
they don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing. So.
But I mean, I think looking ahead to the next season, I'm excited to see if it's actually going to come down to Dany getting to where she needs to be. And taking over what she needs to take over, because at the end of it all, I still want Dany to win.
Me too.
Even though she's kind of being like a silly little girl lately, but I still want my mother of dragons to kick some butt.
Yeah, and that's true, because I'm all for House Stark, but now House Stark is all but obliterated.
You have Bran learning his mind powers.
Very last scene of the season was Arya on the boat, headed to Bravos finally.
Finally!
And Bran meets that wizard nature dude.
That's right.
Teach him how to fly. So I was like...
lots of cliffhangery stuff going on, but leaving out lots of guessing, so...
So we'll definitely... we're going to go ahead and do another review, or another preview of Season 5.
Definitely get
closer,
get some trailers out, kind of see what we... maybe go over some of the trailers, what we see, what we think
what we predict will happen.
Right, so just kind of wanted to talk about, go over a little bit about the last season of Game of Thrones. Can't wait for it to come out here probably in the next couple months. Definitely buying that and adding to my collection here. So that's going to be our recap for today. Thank you guys so much for chiming in, listening. Of course, subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff. We want to see what you guys think about next season and this season and everything. So share it with us. 0HP guys, later.
Thank you.